Hello and welcome. My name is Savannah, and today I will be guiding you through a yoga class for office workers. So if you sit at a desk for long periods of time and your hips, your neck, and your shoulders are feeling a little bit tight or tense, you're holding stress in your body, and if you would like to take some time on your mat to release some tension, some stiffness and soreness, then this is a great class for you. If you enjoy this class, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. This way you won't miss out on any of my other yoga classes. And you can also share this video with someone you know who works at a desk who may appreciate this video. Thank you for your support, and without further ado, let's get started. For this class, you will want to grab 2 yoga blocks. And if you don't have yoga blocks, you can try using 2 books. We are going to use these blocks for supported fish pose towards the end of class. So make sure you have something to use. And if you don't have anything, you can always just skip that part of the class, no problem. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. If you would like, you can sit on one of your blocks. You can also sit on a pillow or a folded blanket, or you can just sit on your mat. Whatever feels comfortable for you. And take a moment here to get settled in. Notice your breath flowing in and flowing out. Notice if your inhale is longer than your exhale. Or maybe your exhale is longer than your inhale. Or perhaps your inhales and exhales are pretty equal in length. Can you lift up a little bit through the top of your head, lengthening out your spine? And can you also ground down through your hips, your sitting bones, your lower body? Take a moment here to notice how your body is feeling physically. Notice any areas of tightness, stiffness, soreness, perhaps discomfort. Take note of whatever you are able to about the state of your body. And then do a little check-in and notice how you are feeling internally. What are your thoughts like? What are your emotions like? How are you feeling? From here, take a really big breath in and let it all go. A couple more just like that, really big breath in and let it all go. One more big breath in. And let it go. From here, moving into some movement and stretches for the neck. Start to look over the right shoulder, maybe towards the back of your space a little bit. Come back through center and start to look over the left shoulder, maybe towards the back of your space. Come back through center, look to the right. Make your way back to center and to the left. Come through center, bring your chin down to your chest. Bring your chin towards your right shoulder. Back through center, chin to the chest. And bring your chin towards the left shoulder. Back through center. Continue just like this. Moving nice and slowly. Really taking your time to feel into this movement. Noticing how your neck is feeling. The next time that your chin is towards the right shoulder, stay right there and we'll hold it for a breath or two. Good. Bring your chin back towards center. Bring it towards the left shoulder. Once again, we'll hold it for a breath or two. Bring your chin to center. Crown of the head lifting up towards the sky. Bring your right ear now towards your right shoulder. Bring your left hand out towards the left side, right hand towards the top of your head, guiding the right ear towards the right shoulder a little bit more. If you would like more of a stretch, you can walk the left fingers further out towards the left side. One more really big breath in. And a big breath out. Release your hands to your knees. Bring your head back through center. Bring your right hand now towards the right side on the ground. Left hand to the top of the head. And guide the left ear towards the left shoulder, using the left hand. For more of a stretch, you can walk the right fingers farther out towards the right side. We'll hold here for 1 or 2 more breaths. Take a really big breath in. And a big breath out. Bring your hands down to your lap, head back through center. Take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Make your way into a tabletop position on hands and knees, all fours. Shoulders will be over top of the wrists. Fingers are spread far apart. Hips are over top of the knees. From here, inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the crown of your head, arch your spine for cow pose. Exhale, move into cat, round your spine, look down towards the ground. Inhale for cow, arching. Exhale for cat, rounding the back body. Continuing just like this a few more times. Good. From here, lower down onto your forearms. Your forearms are parallel to one another. Palms are flat down onto the mat. We're making our way into cat-cow from here. So inhale into cow, arching the spine, lifting the tailbone and the crown of the head, gazing up a little bit. Exhale to round the spine, looking down. Inhale to arch, gazing up slightly. Exhale to round. A couple more just like this, moving with your own breath. Find a neutral spine, come back up onto your hands. Bring your right foot off of your mat. Right leg is still bent, kickstanding the right leg. And then extend the left leg long, making our way into a modified side plank. Left arm will reach up towards the sky. From here, bring the left hand to the back of the head. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the left elbow towards the right elbow. Inhale, open back up. Looking towards the sky. Exhale, left elbow towards the right elbow. Maybe they touch, maybe not. Inhale to open. Exhale to close it off. A couple more just like this. Finding some rotation through the spine. The next time that you have your left elbow up towards the sky, reach the left arm up, straightening the arm. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Good. Bring the left hand down. Bring the left knee down. And we'll do that on the second side. I'm just going to turn around so you can see this a little bit better. We'll bring the left leg out. Left foot off of the mat. Right leg will extend out long to the back of the mat. Right arm will reach up to the sky. Left hand is down on the mat. Left fingers are spread nice and far apart. From here, bring the right hand to the back of the head. Inhale here, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bring the right elbow towards the left elbow. Maybe they touch, maybe not. Inhale to open up. Exhale to close it off. Finding some nice thoracic rotation, mobilizing, opening up through the spine. We'll do a couple more. The next time that your right elbow is up towards the sky, start to extend the right arm, reaching the fingertips up to the sky. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bring the right hand down. Come back into your tabletop, hands and knees. From here, we'll take a child's pose. Big toes come to touch. Knees as far apart or as close together as you like. If you are looking for a deeper stretch, knees can come farther apart. For less of a stretch, knees can come closer together. We're going to bring our hips to our heels. Walk your hands out in front. Rest your forehead down onto the ground. Or you can stack your hands and rest your forehead on your hands. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. Take 1 more breath. Start to make your way back into your tabletop position on hands and knees. With a bent left leg, bring the left foot up towards the ceiling. Start to bring the left knee out towards the left side, and then left knee down towards the ground. Left foot up to the ceiling, left knee out to the side, down to the ground. Continuing just like this, working into the hips, mobilizing, creating space, releasing tension. From here, start to reverse the direction. So bring the left knee out to the left, up towards the sky, down to the ground. Out to the side, up to the sky, down to the ground. Doing this a few more times, working with your range of motion. So if you need to make this movement smaller, please do that. Do what works good for you. Let's do one more. Good, moving right to the second side now. Bring your right foot up towards the ceiling, right leg is bent, right knee out to the right side, right knee down to the ground. Up towards the sky, out to the side, down to the ground. Continuing just like this. Let's now switch directions. So bring the right knee out to the right side, up to the sky, down to the ground. Right knee to the right side, up to the sky, down to the ground. A few more just like this. Let's do one more. Good, come into tabletop. Bring your hands a little bit farther out in front of you and take your time to lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your hands off of your mat to the ground next to your mat and tent up onto your fingertips. So you're just on the fingertips, the palms are off of the ground. From here, breathe in, lift your chest up, pressing down into the fingertips. Start to look over the left shoulder towards the back of your space. Exhale, come through center, lower down. Inhale, lift up, look over the right shoulder towards the back of your mat. Exhale through center, lower down. Inhale to lift up, look over the left shoulder. Exhale through center, lower down. Continuing just like this. Let's do one more on each side. Good. From here, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press up into a tabletop position, and then come to a seat with your legs bent in front of you. Coming into a stretch for the hips. So the legs are bent in front of you, feet are planted down onto the mat, hands are on the mat behind you. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. So from here, if you would like more of a stretch, more sensation in this pose, you can lift your hips up and start to bring them towards the left foot. You can also bring your hands closer towards your hips. And if you would like less of a stretch, a little bit less sensation, you can bring the left foot further away from your hips. So find the position that works for you. We'll be here for a few breaths. See if you can press your hands down into the ground to lift your heart and the top of your head up towards the sky. One more breath. Good, let's release, and we'll try that now on the second side. So the right foot will come down onto the mat just next to the left. When you're ready, left leg will lift up. You can cross the left ankle over top of the right thigh. If you would like more of a stretch, you can lift your hips up and bring them closer towards your right foot. You can also bring your hands closer in towards your hips. And if this feels like too much, you can come back to where you were. If you would like to back off a little bit, you can bring the right foot further away from your body. Find a position that works good for you, taking into account how you are feeling today. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. Take a really big breath in and a big breath out. Uncross your legs, bringing both feet flat on the mat. From here, we're going to move into supported fish pose using our blocks or your books or whatever you have today. So we are going to set up our blocks into a T shape. One block is going to go horizontal for our head, and the second block is going to go vertical for our spine. This is a really great pose to open up through the shoulders, the chest, upper back. So we are going to lie down onto the blocks. So you can start with your legs bent, your hips somewhat close to this first block. And then you can start to gradually lower your back down onto your block. And then your head will come down onto your other block. And you might need to come back up and readjust the blocks, maybe bringing them closer together, farther apart, playing around a little bit. And then when you're ready, you can extend your legs long. If you would like to open up through the hips a little bit here, you can bring the soles of your feet together and the knees out wide for bound angle. We'll take about 5 breaths here. Continue to allow each breath to be full and complete. Take some time here to notice how you are feeling. Notice how your chest, your shoulders, your upper back are feeling. One more breath. To come out of this pose, you can extend your legs long if you had them in bound angle. And then you can plant your hands down onto the mat, elbows are bent, push down into your forearms and into your hands. Lift your head up and start to lift yourself up off of the blocks. From here, coming into a seated position, just so you can place the blocks off to the side of your mat. We won't be needing them anymore. And you can make your way down onto your back from here. From here, we're coming right into Savasana. So take your time to get set up. Make any movements or little adjustments that you need to in order to really settle into this final pose of class. And here in your Shavasana, there is absolutely nothing that you need to do. There is nowhere else that you need to be. So can you simply make the intention to be here right now and to give your body and your mind this time to rest? Allow your breath to flow in and out easily and effortlessly through the nose or the mouth. Breathe in any way that feels good. Allow your entire body to rest down onto your mat. Feel your yoga mat supporting you here. And also feel the ground and the earth beneath you supporting you. Notice the effects of your practice. Become aware of any changes or shifts. Since the beginning of class, and doing what you can to release any judgment or expectations, but rather just allowing it to be what it is. Bring your awareness to your breath, noticing each breath moving in, and notice each breath moving out. Begin to bring some movement into your body. Any kind of movement that feels good for you right now is great. Take all the time that you would like to make your way over onto one side. Using one arm as a pillow for your head. And if it feels right for you, I invite you to think of a few things that you are grateful for. And then you can press your way up, coming into a comfortable seated position. Take a moment once again just to notice the effects of your practice on your body and on your mind. Notice how you are feeling. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your practice with me. I hope you enjoyed this yoga class. If you did, please be sure to subscribe to my channel Like I said at the beginning of the class, this way you won't miss out on any of my other yoga classes. And you can also share this class with a friend or a family member on social media. Thank you for your support. The light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste.